Good morning. Welcome to Saturday Morning Comic Talk. I am live right now at Fan Expo, and it just opened up, as I'll show you in a minute when I get this camera off my face and start going through the tour. The VIPs just opened up. It opens for the regular public at 10. So let me flip this camera so we can take a look at everything happening at this con. There we go. All right, so the VIPs are heading in to get autographs. So time to kind of take a look at what's going on. There's some cars over here. We'll kind of check those out. And there's still a lot of booths that aren't opened. They'll open up eventually, but yeah, the main crowd is heading to get their autographs, and that's not where we're going. So we'll take a look at the main hall and get over to Artist Alley as well. And of course, do a booth tour to close it all out of the Finish Line Comics booth. So, hope everyone's having a great Saturday morning / afternoon, depending on what coast you're on. For me, it's 9:30, official start time of the con. But like I said, it's just getting going at the moment. And everybody's kind of running to the other room, which I will not film because they will not enjoy me filming that. They will obviously yell at me anytime you get near the celebrities. They're not pleased, so I won't. But we're just going to kind of take a look at what's going on, presented without much commentary, because this is actually my first walkthrough as well. Yesterday was just rush setup, as it is on a Friday, and I never really got a chance to do much exploring because my wife wasn't here. So when she's here, I'll explore more. But you can see kind of people filtering in to get straight over to those autographs. Lots of good names. There's Mark Hamill, all the Hobbits, John Rhys Davies from the Lord of the Rings and Indiana Jones. So yeah, I mean, Optimus Prime, Frank Welker, and Megatron, they're both here. Those are the ones I'm probably going to go for. Try to get a Transformers #1 signed by the two of them. That's kind of my objective if I can afford it. But yeah, the crowd's still filtering through. So I'm just going to kind of go through, show what's going on aside from the autographs. A few of the booths aren't open yet. Most of the Artist Alley isn't open, or at least wasn't when I was there earlier. So that's why I start on this side of things, because Artist Alley will open soon. I mean, nobody's really rushing over there at 9:30, so probably more like 10. They'll be opening up. But we'll go through there once we finish up this main area. And good morning, Pops. So this is actually the first year that Fan Expo has come to Anaheim. It's been different cities, and this is its first year here in at the Anaheim Convention Center. Same spot as WonderCon in the years past. Actually, this year, WonderCon was here. I didn't do it. I was actually at a book fair that day, so I didn't do WonderCon. Sorry about the finger. Getting a spam likely call or scam likely, and needed to hit that ignore button. All right, so we have some different droids there. You'll see them if you come to the show. You'll see them moving around. There was a really amazing Wally walking around yesterday. So, as always, if you're looking for a Funko Pop, you'll find them here. That is always available. They tend to be one of the, they used to be, I'd say, hugest part of the con would be finding multiple versions of Funko Pops. Now it's a few. It's not as overwhelming as it was at one time. So it is officially open, if you can kind of hear the announcement over me. But we're just going through, checking out the main hall and then the artist alley. They're both pretty equally sized. They don't have a isolated small press. It's like small press, artist alley merged into one, which is my preference. If I'm going to have to pick one, I would always rather have it where they're together. Because when you put them apart, usually, I mean, unless both are placed well, it never leads to anything good. They have all the ducks. I gotta hit this one up. As my mom has the ducks for her Jeep, and I bought different Tubbs ones, so I have to find a good Tubbs for her and grab it early Mother's Day present. I guess her next thing I have for her is birthday, so early birthday present. But I gotta head back over later, find the just right one. I've got her the Harley Quinn. I don't know if they have Chewbacca. That's her favorite. So if they had a Chewbacca, I would buy that without any hesitation. But I haven't actually seen one, so I will inquire later when I have someone able to watch the booth. Some cutting boards. We actually need a cutting board. Ours just died, but at $80. I don't know if we'll be buying a cutting board. So again, we're just kind of moving through, seeing a lot of familiar faces. If you've watched any of the walkthroughs I've done in the past, there are some of the same booths because you find when you come to cons, especially in the same region, you see a lot of familiar faces every time. So I'm recognizing some. I'm like, the Orange County Ghostbusters right there. This is where they do the panels. So they're not in different ballrooms. You just come. It's not like San Diego where, okay, camp out all night to go to Hall H or Ballroom 20. Here, just go watch the panels. And I didn't, again, when you're working, you don't really get a chance to see all the different panels and things that are going on. But I don't know. My daughter's here today. She might see some good ones and let me know about it when we're leaving the show. She's basically, the only time I'll see her is when I text her and say it's bathroom break time, which is nice to have. Yesterday I didn't have that, so it was leaving the booth unattended, but it's not like there were that many people, so no, nothing to worry about. So we have different art, the other side of the cutting boards. different swords, lots of comics, which of course it's a Comic-Con, but that's what you want to see. And the smart artists did or should have done all the different fandoms that are here. So if you can draw Lord of the Rings, draw anything Mark Hamill's been in, because they're the ones here doing autographs. People will buy the print to go get it signed. Because that's the thing I've noticed about this particular show is it is loaded with signatures. That's kind of its hugest draw is the names involved. You got some crochet stuff. We're still having some. They haven't quite opened yet. They'll probably open at 10 when it opens to the general public because, yeah, I mean, if you saw the little wave of people, they were all running to the other room, which is where the autographs are. They weren't running they weren't running to small press like, oh man, I better get my copy of Immortal Era before it's sold out. No, they were going so they don't have to stand in a long line. And I know a lot of the autographs were pre-sales and actually sold out before anyone's even going to get the chance. So if you pre-bought, that's how you get guaranteed the best of them. They have a little gaming station over here. So if you wanted to come play some fun computer games, they got that. Some more cars over here. We'll walk over and take a look. Got a Firefly truck. Jurassic Park Jeep. Another Jurassic Park Jeep. And the Mystery Machine. So good stuff. Always fun to see the cars. I've been to some cons that have a lot more cars available. It's just, it comes down to which ones are willing to be here because they're just a fun thing to take a photo in front of. Good morning. We got the little Mondo creations. Again, just kind of going through a lot of them. As you can see, they're not here yet. They'll be here later. Oh man, that little land speeder, I'd have died for that when I was a kid. Pedal around the neighborhood in that thing would have been badass. Right. So again, just mostly without commentary. Good spot for discount books if you're looking for some good graphic novels. They're at San Diego Comic-Con as well and always have good prices on the graphic novels. Don't feed the millionaires on Amazon or the billionaires on Amazon. Get it from someone local like that. The same book, and in the end, you support a local business, not a overfed billionaire. And I'm going quickly because at 10, that's when I want to be over at the booth and ready to roll. So once we finish this row, we'll do a bit of our artist alley, basically until 9:30 or till 10. And at 10, that's when I will get back and get started on the day. All right, so we're going down the last row, and then we will start Doing a little bit of Artist Alley. Cool. Oops. Cool different figures here. Old school superpowers, secret wars. All right. So after this row, we'll shoot up, check out the small press until 9:30, essentially. Yeah. All right. I don't know where my setup went. I gotta fix this. I apologize. All right, we're back. Sorry about the technical difficulty. Yeah. All right, continuing for. Head into the cell here in a minute. Apologies. I don't know what button I pressed earlier, so it did me no favors. All right, so now there's another stage right here. Screen rant stage. And now we are in Artist Alley. Kind of go through it quickly. Good, Matthew. All right, so just gonna go row through row until we hit my row, and at that point we will do the tour. See anybody familiar? We will do a quick interview. Say hi to anybody who is familiar. There's a few people who have been on the regular show that are here exhibiting, but not sure if they're actually open yet. Some of the bigger names are along the back wall. No joke, Casada's here. Just going through the rows. We're on row 5 right now. I'm row 11. Some more of the larger games. So you see it's a mix of art and different indie comics and things like that. Let's see where we're at. Row 8. Okay. We are at 21 minutes. There's the robot who was in my aisle yesterday but left because he was stuck on a pole. And now he sells these skateboards and stuff. So now he's here. Can't blame him for moving. Although the pole he was stuck by, and then no one was really able to see his stuff because the pole just blocked it. More of the larger nicknames on the wall over there. I don't think most of them are here yet. This is a 10 now. You people are just getting themselves set up. All right. We're going to head to my booth now. Do the booth tour and close things up. As you can see, there's not much happening here yet. That's later in the day. But now we have arrived at Finish Line Comic A1109. We'll take a look at what we have. We have some different CG screws, including the brand new ones that just came in. Floaters have 2,909 of the black and white, and then the officially one, and then for the standard one, 9.8, and then just the regular, some Immortal Era, stuff like that. We have the trays, all the different floppies. Of course, Lego minifigures, always on the table. Cthulhu section. We have 3 different shirts available. One's kind of hidden, but they're all there. So we'll continue a little bit more, take a look at what's going on. Moment, not that much. Quiet, but that's how the mornings start. Usually it's around lunchtime that things wake up. But yeah, since we have a few more minutes, we'll go through the rest of Artist Alley, and then I will wrap things up and get to work. few empty tables. That's never great. We had one next to us in my row, but we actually incorporated it into the whole row, turned it around, and now it's just extra space for everybody because the tables were initially packed pretty tight. So that concludes our tour. We will be here all day. If you're in the Anaheim area, it's the Fan Expo at Anaheim Convention Center. They're doing VidCon as well, so not to be confused with VidCon. But yeah, come on out. There's lots of great stuff to be had. And if you're a big autograph seeker, then there's plenty of that too. So have a great rest of your week. And I won't be back on Wednesday with a show, but I will be back next Saturday with a full crew talking about whatever I figure out, and also talking about the launch of Immortal Era, which will be on Friday, July 3rd, launching it with Lori Calcaterra and the new Path of the Fail Rider trade. So we'll have another metal card that you can get, and definitely check it out. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel.